everyone, and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Casey DeSantis.
Hey, folks, happy Tuesday. I'm Curtis Dvorak.
Happy Tuesday, just Tuesday, getting closer to Christmas.
Another victory week, you know, it's just 9 wins. Jaguars, first place AFC championship. We're coming there. Anyway.
Scroll on the bottom of the screen.
On to other stuff here. Less than 2 months to the start of the Winter Olympics in South Korea. Already Japan is wanting to get in on the action, even though their Olympics aren't until 2020. 27 students at the elementary school in Tokyo voted for their favorite mascot design. For the next 3 months, about 6.5 million school children at elementary schools all across Japan are being given the opportunity to participate in the process to select the Tokyo 2020 mascot. Mascot design set gets the highest number of classroom votes is going to be announced as the winner on February 28th.
Have you seen how many press are in the room for that? Like, that's a presidential news conference. I mean, I have not seen so many press interviewing these children.
It's really big.
Deal.
It's always big because the mascot, the Olympic mascot, it draws some criticism and some praise, and people like it, some people don't. But I really like what Japan's doing here, because if you go out and you bash this mascot,
You're bashing children.
are bashing children. So they've literally made it like, all right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell a bunch of kids that they're wrong and that their character they picked is
right.
wrong.
That is silences all
Right?
criticism right there. It's pretty true. I didn't think about that until you said it.
Because when a marketing firm does it, you're like, who hired them?
Yeah, it was such a terrible decision.
Now
These
it's
are
kids.
children, elementary
Foolproof.
school kids. Come on, have a heart.
Way to go, Japan.
So from one Olympics to another for South Korea, day
right.
41 of the Pyeongchang 2018 Winter Olympic Torch Relay featured a pretty interesting appearance that's never been done before. So the event had its first non-human participant.
Here we go, folks.
So humanoid robot Hubo was the second torchbearer of the afternoon and I guess he was representing the Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. So a robotics professor took the torch on a short trip in a vehicle, which was, by the way, driven by the robot. So at least 7,500 torchbearers are going to transport that flame around the country, and it will reach its final destination on February 9th, when it will light the cauldron at the opening ceremonies of the Winter
That
Games.
is not the robot. That's
No,
an
but
actual
keep
person.
watching. So the lady's sitting in a robot, and then all of a sudden, this robot starts walking.
This is how it starts, folks. This is how it starts. So what I gotta understand is, why did the robot have to drive a car? Is he going to get tired if he walks the whole distance? Like he had to get in a vehicle? I mean, yeah, this is starting to get frightening. That's a transformer. That's a transformer.
It is. It's a modern day transformer.
Oh boy.
How about that? The award season is officially underway in Hollywood, by the way. I'm sure you saw all the announcements.
Did we get nominated?
We did not.
I won't say it on air, but this is horse. Anyway, nominations for the 75th Golden Globe, according to them, First Coast Living didn't get one, but they were announced, and Hollywood Foreign Press Association gives out honors next month here on NBC for this year's Best in TV and Film, which First Coast Living is. But Mark Barger highlights some of the other major nominees. Take a look.
The fantasy romance The Shape of Water took form as the Golden Globes frontrunner this morning. 7 nominations, including Best Motion Picture Drama and Best Director for Guillermo del Toro. Shape's Best Drama competition includes the coming-of-age romance Call Me By Your Name, the World War II epic Dunkirk, the 70s newspaper drama The Post, and the small-town tale 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
I want to go where culture is.
Another coming-of-age story, Lady Bird, grabbed Best Musical or Comedy among its 4 nominations, also including acting bids for Saoirse Ronan and Laurie Metcalf.
Who here can really reveal themselves to the class?
Lady Bird's Best Musical or Comedy rivals include The Disaster Artist, the humorous horror hit Get Out, the circus spectacle The Greatest Showman, and I, Tonya, about controversial former Olympic figure skater Tonya Harding.
Yeah, that joke still works.
In the television categories, NBC's This Is Us earned a nomination for Best TV Drama. Co-star Sterling K. Brown's up for Best Actor, and Chrissy Metz for Best Supporting Actress.
Sorry I'm late, but I got here as soon as I wanted to.
Will and Grace is in the running for Best Comedy, including Eric McCormick for Best Actor. Despite dozens of previous nominations, the series has never won a Golden Globe. Mark Barger, NBC News.
And you'll be able to watch the Golden Globes on
NBC.
January
8th? 7th.
7th. January 7th.
We went through this 3 times earlier before the show. What are the Golden Globes again?
This Is Us is going to win, and Will and Grace how it's just as funny as it used to be. It's awesome.
Yeah,
But
okay.
This Is Us is amazing.
Well, stay tuned. There
Yep.
you go. You can see it on NBC sometime in January. Okay, so sometimes even Santa's little helper needs a little bit of help. So this one starts with a spoiler for children watching. The elf is fine, okay? He's being wheeled into the operating room, but he is 100% fine. And he still has all of his magic because everyone who touched him, including the folks at Orlando's Arnold Palmer Children's Hospital, worked to help him, except for the dog who attacked him. That's why he wound up in that hospital operating room.
Let's back up a little bit. There's Zoe, a German Shepherd, decided that Sam, that's who they named him, the elf, apparently wasn't on a high enough shelf, looked good enough to eat or play with on Wednesday, so she gave it a try, amputating an arm in the process.
Poor Sam.
Cue screaming 7-year-old girl when she wakes up, whose mom happens to work in the hospital's ER. So she made sure everyone there who touched Sam used magic gloves and, for good measure, sprinkled Christmas magic on him when they were done. Rumor has it Zoe the dog, and this is what I have an issue with, is on the naughty list. Why is Zoe on the naughty list? Zoe, maybe Zoe thought it was an intruder because the elf moves in the middle of the night and went moving across the house, and he was like guarding the family. Maybe he was just mistaken, thought it was a burglar.
Well, there you go. I hadn't thought of that.
Because the elf moves in the middle of the night.
Every
He's
I know.
magic.
Yeah, he's watching every move you make.
Yeah, but Zoe's on the naughty list, not the parents. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it looked like Zoe in that picture, though, had a new chew toy, so
Zoe's a
I
good-
think Zoe's okay.
Zoe, I think you're a good girl.
There you go.
Girl, right?
Dog love. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, so this is a wonderful story for the morning, and it shows that sometimes the simplest of things can bring the greatest of joy. So especially if this is your kid in a hospital for the holidays.
This is
We're talking
awesome.
about 700 balloons. Yeah, they were delivered to the Mayo Clinic Children's Center just yesterday morning. And reindeer balloons, Santa sleigh, elves, snowmen, so much more. You can see them just coming through the door in droves. So each young patient had plenty of options to choose from. They got to pick out which balloon they wanted. There were another 300 balloons that were being delivered to 2 other locations in the city, and these were all made possible through donations.
I love that. That is awesome. That's going to bring a lot of joy to people. That was by far, people asked me favorite thing as Jackson DeVille being the mascot. Favorite thing was Wilson Children's Hospital. Just getting to go walk around to the kids in the rooms.
You know, Nick Laurent has done a lot with his book,
Yeah.
you know, and
With
he's
Farfel.
gone over, and he's gone over to Wolfson Children's, and he said it's just very
Yeah.
rewarding
Oh,
being
it's
able
the
to
best.
be there
It's
with
the
the
best.
children and lift their spirits. If you're getting ready to travel the holiday seasons and you haven't booked a flight yet, well, there actually might be some good news for you.
That's right. Travel experts say there's still time to find deals. The key is avoiding peak travel days. Dan Sheneman reports.
While everyone is trying to get their Christmas shopping done, travel experts say it's a good time to shop for airfares. There are 2 words to keep in mind.
Book now is really the key, with just being a couple weeks out from the holiday season.
There are also a few days you should avoid.
When you look at airfare, the best thing that you can do now is really avoid the peak travel days, which are going to be December 23rd and the 26th. Traveling on the holiday can really help you out for savings.
Many travelers hope to enjoy the winter weather,
For ski destinations, it's all about Colorado and Utah.
while others want to escape it.
When we look at beach destinations, Costa Rica is a big one this year.
In addition to rest and relaxation, vacationers also want one-of-a-kind experiences. Many can be booked with the help of reward programs offered by major hotel chains.
These are the over-the-top experiences in Major League Baseball stadiums, like being down in the dugout with your favorite players.
A chance to add some wow factor to your happy holidays. Dan Sheneman, NBC News.
Good stuff there. All right, take a look at this. A Lithuanian man took on the challenge to break a crossword puzzle record in his country and blew it away. 62-year-old man created a 150-meter-long crossword with 12,757 words to break the country's record, earlier set at 7,080 words. Could have done 7,081, bro. In 2012,
Overachiever.
yeah, no kidding. In 2012, he started gluing one crossword to another. His mammoth project now comprises over 600 pages glued edge to edge, which he keeps on a paper roll holder at home.
So watch him unroll this thing. And I mean, he literally, first of all, I take issue at where they decided to unroll this.
He's going to
right?
run out of room.
Well, not only is he going to run out of room, do you see the pavement's wet? Like, you spend all this time writing this down on one long sheet of paper, and it's wet on the cement, but neither here nor there. When he unrolls the whole thing, he goes back and forth like 3 or 4 times. Well, at least 4 times.
Yeah, what did he get for that?
recognition. We're talking about it here.
For 5 years of work.
You know, it just seems like it's one of those things, like if you love crossword puzzles, you do one day after day after day, and then you just start accumulating them, and then you paste them together, and then all of a sudden you have a scroll of 12,000 words.
Yeah, I started in 2012. I don't know if I have a project I've worked on for 5 years.
To be that committed to seeing it through, right? And then we got to go.
That's good stuff.